Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Monday News Update or Monday Breakfast Coffee Live or whatever we're calling it these days. I don't know. Naming things is a little behind, but that's all right. I hope everyone's having a great day. We have Mr. Vincent in the house. Blue Rose Lion is here. How's it going, Blue Rose? Garrick is here. Garrick, great to see you as usual. I hope everyone's having a great day. Garrick says, funny, I was just documenting partying with friendly spirits. That sounds like a great activity. Sounds great. Aaron is in the house. How's it going, Aaron? Great to see you. All right, we've got some news to cover today. Mr. Vincent says, wake up. Well, I feel very awake. I may not look like it, but I feel very awake. I actually slept in this morning, so I just woke up like an hour ago. Great to see everyone. Great to see everyone. We have a lot of news to cover. A lot is going on. Probably one of the most significant things we're going to talk about is the Ko-Fi memberships. I've altered the Ko-Fi memberships a bit, and I just want to talk about this because what are we talking about today? Well, we're going to talk about Ko-Fi memberships, first of all, because I've changed them a little bit, and I'm going to explain why. And so this is going to be a good thing to talk about. So I'm going to grab this. I'm going to share my screen. We're doing lots of stuff here at GM Philosophy. Lots is going on. I have been obviously kind of busy with life, but I'm getting back to the point where not quite so crazy. Oh my, it's looking bad. I got to refresh. Here we go. It's back. All right. Now, so the first thing, the different membership tiers. Okay. Now, originally we had iron, silver, gold, and partner level. Iron was $5.99, silver was $9.99, gold was $29.99, and partner level was $49.99. And then there were some different things offered. Obviously in the iron level, you get access to the ebook library, direct messages, social media shout out, special Discord role, access to my Discord strategy room, and then masterclass series episodes. That's all still true. Silver community has not changed. Access to the ebook library, basically everything you get with Iron, but then you also get the monthly insider update article and then the masterclass series episodes. Those you get with the Iron community too. So basically the classes I do, the master classes I do on, Tuesdays? I think it's either Tuesdays or Wednesdays. Actually, it's Wednesdays, I think. Yeah, it's on Wednesdays. So the classes I do on Wednesdays, you get to watch the replays of them here. Now, with that being said, here's what's changed. And I'm going to tell you why. I have changed the partner level. So gold level used to be, you get a shout out at the beginning of the video, and once a month you can run a one shot and I'll be a player in it. Here's what I found out. I found out that in my new schedule, I don't really have time to commit. If I were to get lots of gold supporters, which I hope I do, then I would not be able to commit to doing one shots with them all the time. Another thing, and another thing is the YouTube TTRPG masterclasses I was doing. I have, for the moment, suspended those. Those were something offered silver tier and above, but those are a thing that I have kind of paused for a moment just because, I think that that's cool and fun, but it's not as important to the core mission of the channel, which is to empower game masters to run better games. So I've changed the gold and I've removed the partner. Partner level basically was me trying to create like a mentorship program where I would do one-on-one conversations with people. And I had 2 partner level supporters, Solstice and David. Here's that I ran into the same problem. My schedule is getting full, and doing those one-on-one things is difficult to be able to do that, to be able to spend the time doing it. So here's what's changed. There are now just 3 tiers in the Ko-Fi. There's the Iron community supporter, there's the Silver community supporter, and there's the Gold level supporter. So here is basically the difference between the 3. Iron level gets you ebooks, all access to the whole ebook library and the master classes. Silver gets you everything, including the monthly insider update article. And the gold level gets you all of the above, plus public supporter thank you on videos and live streams. In other words, shout outs And if I get to the point where there's too many gold level people to actually shout out at the beginning of my videos, then what I'll do is I'll just like do like a scrolling name thing and basically give you the recognition you deserve for supporting the community. Now, that's also cheaper. I did have the gold level set at $29.99, and I've taken it down to $19.99 because here's really basically what the thing is. Silver level basically gets you all like the premium cool add-ons. If you're going to sign up for gold, it would really be because you're just wanting to support the channel more, basically, and you'd get shout outs because of that. That's basically the big difference now, and it's cheaper, so it's $19.99 instead of $29.99. And I've eliminated the partner level. So here's the thing about me, guys. Here's the thing about me, for better or for worse. I really struggle with having people pay for things and I don't feel like the value is there. I was really getting bothered by the fact that I felt like people were paying for the partner level Ko-Fi and in fact gold level Ko-Fi, and I just didn't feel good about what they were getting for the money. I really didn't feel good about I just didn't feel good about what they were getting for their money. So I changed it. And now I feel much, much better about it. I feel like the $5.99 is a heck of a deal for the iron. I feel like $9.99 is a heck of a deal if you like the extra little drama of me sharing my GM Insider magazine every month. And if you just want to, out of the goodness of your heart, do more for the channel and sign up for the gold level community supporter tier, then it's not so much more. And you get the live shout outs, which, by the way, we're here past the beginning of the video, but I'm going to give a shout out to my gold level supporters, Craig and David. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and everything that you do. Hope the pet food ads didn't make me miss anything important. It's so funny. Pet food is actually kind of a wild thing. I have a dog. Maybe I wonder if they're populating ads based on my interests or yours, Garrett. You know, they listen to us through our devices. They like listen to us and they give us the ads they think I want. Love your changes. You're always working to do things for your community. It shows thoughtfulness and insight. Thank you, Mr. Vincent. I really do. I don't know what it is about me. It's not because I woke up just thinking, oh, I have to be some kind of like good, like benevolent person. I just legitimately, I'm bothered. Like it bothers me if I feel like I'm not, if I feel like I'm not giving the value that people are paying for. It bothers me. It just bothers me as a person. So I've rearranged those tiers. If you want to sign up for the Ko-Fi, now would be a great time to do it. We've got great stuff coming down the pipe. The compendium for this month is about to come out. It'll come out probably tomorrow. Been working on it slowly but surely. So we'll have another ebook drop yet before April is done. Mark my words. Yeah, so boom, that's a thing we're doing. Speaking of ebooks, I want to show you a couple things here. If you haven't signed up for my email list, my email newsletter, I'm getting back into the email newsletter. Basically, the plan is to send out an email every Thursday that'll contain valuable insights for game masters. Mr. Vincent, thank you. Loving the Ko-Fi. I'm really glad about that. I think there's a lot of value in the ebook library and in the master classes. I don't know if anyone watches the master classes, but they're actually really lit. I really am tempted to post them on YouTube all the time, but they're a premium offering, right? So this ebook basically contains my top 10 tips for how to become a better game master, compiled through 2 decades of basically running games and that experience. And so if you have not joined the email list, click in the description, join it. You get this for free when you sign up for my email list. It's pretty awesome. All right. What do you guys want to talk about? Drop me a comment or something so that we have something to talk about. As for news, I've got a little bit more news while people send me stuff. Your last email was mass combat. Lots of ways to do it. Oh yeah, for sure. Aaron says, damn it, I only got one shot to admit this. So GMP, I'm just going to come and say it. I got banned from the server for being stupid. Oh, I know who this is. So sorry. Hey, it's all right. You know, the counselors make those decisions. It's always such a hard decision. I have a pretty good idea who you are. That's so funny. Well, it's good to see you on the live stream. I'm glad you're here and I'm glad you're hanging out. Oh, yeah. Aeon, that's what I thought. I thought that was you. Yeah, you caused a lot of trouble. You made a lot of people real upset. It's really funny. Anyway, so it's good to see you, Aeon. I'm glad you're here on the live stream. Sometimes the banhammer must land sometimes. All right. So speaking of the banhammer, I don't know. This isn't really a banhammer thing. I don't know if you guys know this, but I've created a random fantasy disease generator. I don't know how many of you know this. You can buy this. I forget how much it is. I think it's like $4 or something like that, but the link's in the description. But check this out. It's got 7 random roll tables that you can use to like roll up some really diabolical diseases. How's your campaign going? Juo, are you asking Aeon or are you asking me? I feel like if you're asking me, I can totally give you an update. But anyway, so this random disease generator. So you roll in the disease name, first of all. Secondly, cause and transmission. So it's like inhalation of toxic fungal spores from cavern floors, contact with a cursed gemstone exuding necromantic energy. There's just a bunch of cause and transmission things, right? Then there's primary symptoms. So you roll up a primary symptom. Things like increased appetite but difficulty swallowing, pale complexion and sensitive skin, swollen tender lymph nodes, rapid breathing even while resting, muffled hearing as if underwater, all kinds of symptoms. And then we go to advanced symptoms. This is like later stages. Hemorrhaging from ears or eyes, permanent numbness in hands or feet, rapid organ failure, fungal growth protruding from sores. That's gnarly. It's like from The Last of Us, right? And then 5, progression, speed, and severity. So you basically, this tells you what the incubation period is and how long it'll take it to become like really severe. And then table 6, treatment and cure requirements. So you can kind of random roll that. So you just like random roll new awful disease for you in your game. Unique quirks and twists. Obviously, got to have unique quirks. Victims gain temporary night vision but suffer insomnia is kind of a random thing. Victims develop a craving for raw meat. The disease can merge 2 infected into a shared consciousness. There's just a bunch of wild stuff in there. And yeah, that's it. It's just a fantasy disease generator I created. Link to that is in the description. Or if you're already a Ko-Fi member, then you can get that in the Ko-Fi. Joe, my campaign is going awful. Not for any real reason. The story is going wonderfully, but effing scheduling. Scheduling is hard. It's hard to make time in your life for these things. You know, I'm actually working on a video right now that I'm going to release. It'll be in a couple days about whether the goal of D&D is actually fun or whether there's a different goal. What is the goal? Why do we actually play D&D? I would be interested in hearing your response. Drop me a comment. Let me know. Nothing better than awful diseases. 5e way of messing with PCs who won't die. Yeah, that's true. Now, here's one thing, though. In 5e, it makes it so easy to cure diseases because you get like what? Like it's I mean, don't paladins get it as just like a baseline, like curing diseases in 5e? How can a disease be removed? Okay, so there's like lesser restoration, right? It's a 2nd level spell, can end 1 disease afflicting the target. So it makes it really easy to remove diseases in 5e. So sometimes you got to beef those diseases up. The goal, escapism. That's super valid. Escapism is one of the, I would say it's one of the core reasons that people play D&D, I would say. So roll up a disease, but call it a curse instead. There you go. Now, removing curse more difficult in 5e? I have to look these things up because I have a limited amount of brain power. And I know everyone thinks maybe I'm a genius of some kind, but I actually, I feel like my brain is at its storage limit. So I just have to keep looking things up. The remove curse spell in D&D 5e allows you to end all curses. But what level is the spell? Is it a 2nd level spell? It's a 3rd level spell. It is slightly more difficult to remove a disease, or I'm sorry, to remove a curse than it is to remove a disease. So that's that. No, it's totally a thing. Speaking of removing diseases and curses, let me show you something else really cool. I'm using this as an opportunity to share some of my cool things with you. Let's see here. Share screen. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. I don't know if any of you know this, but I have an ultimate guide to the TTRPG survival skill. This thing's like 70 pages long. If you like survival type stuff, like, no, I take it back. It's 110 pages long. This was like last month's ebook. I wrote this because of the Barren Lands, because I'm doing all it's so well. It was also survival based. Now the group is kind of getting to a point where survival isn't as difficult, but things like navigation and orienteering, tracking and trail finding, weather and environmental issues. You can buy this. Link is in the description. Or if you're a Ko-Fi member, this is in the Ko-Fi store. You can get it for free. But it's like so many pages of stuff. Like, let's take a look at so there's a bunch of random tables for things like if they fail a survival check hunting for animal signs. If they're hunting for animal signs and they fail it, what happens? You roll into D100 table. You stumble into a dense patch of thorny vines, tearing clothing and slowing progression. You follow a faint trail that leads to an abandoned predator den, now home to dangerous insects. A sudden rainstorm obscures all tracks and forces you to seek shelter, losing time. Just all kinds of stuff. So mostly like let's see here. Here's a successful survival check, hunting for animal signs. They're going hunting for animal signs. What happens if they actually roll a successful check? Roll D100. You find a clear trail with multiple signs of recent activity. A strong scent in the breeze points you toward a nearby animal trail. You discover fresh scat that confirms the presence of game in the area. So there's just like 110 pages of this kind of stuff. And then we go down to there's weather and environmental awareness, natural hazards, climate extreme challenges, seasonal effects. And then here, I want to show you something. One of my favorite parts about this. Oh, plant safety level. Roll net, edible plants and fungus. If they find edible plants, what are they? Here they are. Tangleweed, tough stringy seaweed, best boiled, slightly salty flavor. Gotta love salty seaweed, right? Unexpected foraging events. They go foraging, so something unexpected happens. Roll a D100. They find a carnivorous plant, a large pitcher plant that devours small animals, whatever. Now, there's also a section how to run hunting in TTRPGs. Positive hunting outcomes. Then there's negative hunting outcomes. So all kinds of stuff. And then, but I got to show you my favorite part of this: positive fishing outcomes. Heck yeah. But where's my shelter building and campcraft? Actually, it's really fun. But I want to show you here we go. Fire. No, that's not the one. Fire crafting and heat management, water sourcing, purification. No. Okay, here we go. Primitive tool and weapon crafting. This is probably my favorite chapter. This is my whole, basically my system that I've developed to basically craft primitive tools and weapons when they don't have tools and stuff. So it's just alternative rules. Minimal starting equipment, for example, a cutting edge, binding material, heat source, workspace, and then basic resources: wooden branches, stone and flint, bones and antlers, fibers and sinew, and then some kind of adhesive like a pitch resin or wax. So instead of having to have tools and proficiency, they can go gather these things in the primitive setting and use them to start crafting primitive tools and weapons, like a primitive bow, primitive spear, whatever. So you can buy that. Link is in the description, or you can get it on the Ko-Fi. But hey, pretty lit. I made this because of the Barren Lands. So heck yeah, you should grab it. It's pretty awesome. All right, let's see. Let's check up on these comments here. Goal. What's the goal? Brain RAM is good. Memory is cheese. Sometimes I feel like the RAM is good, but it's the storage capacity that is cheese. Goal: to gather together to explore human condition, to discuss, create, laugh, and tell cool stories. That sounds about right. Aaron says escapism, mostly, in my opinion. Rolling to survive isn't a thing. Roll to track. Roll for wind detection. Roll for foraging. You roll to survive isn't a thing. That's fair, actually. There's the survival skill that, I don't know, you probably know this, but if you read the new 5e, player's handbook, there isn't a whole lot of information about the survival skill. You're kind of left to your own devices. Or you can get my ultimate guide to the TTRPG survival skill, 110 pages covering it. And then you'll be able to roll for days and days. Make them get chased by a damn T-Rex or something. Yeah. You know, dinosaurs are probably underrepresented in my games. I run dragons way more than I run dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are metal. It would be fun to do like a Jurassic Park themed TTRPG. That'd be really fun. Aaron, apologies are nice. Apologies are nice. Um, Aaron Unga and Bunga. What? Oh, here we go. Vince, I know it's awkward, but at least I managed to say sorry. Oh, okay. So you guys were responding to that. It's a good day. You know, I woke up happy today. I woke up in a very good mood. I woke up thinking to myself, you know, I was a little stressed out because I didn't wake up. I had my alarm set for 5:30. Let me tell you this story. I had my alarm set for 5:30, but I was up too late. I was up really late listening to music. And so I was up way too late. So at 5:30, I woke up and I thought, I do not want to wake up right now. But usually it stresses me out not to wake up when my alarm tells me to, because if I sleep longer, it's like I'm going to get less done. But then I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to sleep a couple more hours and it'll be fine. And it was fine. And things are good. And there's really no reason to freak out. I'm saying this to myself. There's no reason to freak out. Gio says, GMP, how's your campaign going? It's going really, really well, I think. I think it's going really well. The group has just gotten done with, I think, session 10 or 11, if you're talking about the Barren Lands. And so they basically just finished the first like boss encounter. And now they're kind of moving, they're heading south toward the fort. Allegedly, there's a fort there that's like a link to the Southlands, and they're going to try to go to the fort and get like help and assistance. They're trying to find their way home, but they're just stuck in the Arctic wilderness right now. So it's going really good. Austin says, yeah, I keep getting a random energy spike at 5:30 a.m. mostly. No idea, just like a kick or something to get up. Do you go to bed early, Austin? That seems like something that would happen if you usually go to bed really early. And then your body's like, it's time to get up. It's time to get up. Speaking of getting up early, here, let me show you something. Sharing this tab. I don't know if you guys know this, but the GM Philosophy Community Publishing, which Garrick is a part of this. Garrick helped create this, actually. Who else in here helped create this? Was there anyone else in here who helped with this? I think, as far as people actually in the chat right now, I think Garrick was the only one on the team for this. But this is a GM Philosophy community publishing project. This is super cool. 50 mundane TTRPG shops. You want a mundane TTRPG shop? There's 50 of them in here. Everything from the Whiskered Haven to Arwin Fletcher's shop to Galloper's Grove Stables and Livery, Handlemore's Bakery, Scorch Scale Sweets, Spirit Fingers Tavern, the Devil's Bane Armory, all these things. And listen, when you read these things, they're not just a shop with some stuff. Each one of them has, let me show you an example. Let's go to Scorch Scale Sweets. It tells you about the business. It tells you a brief history of the establishment. It tells you brief lore of the establishment. It tells you outside view GM description, so you can read that to your players. Inside view, when they walk in, you can read this to your players. Owner and purveyor name, description, and motivations, so that you kind of know who's running it. Other employees' names, descriptions, and motivations, and then services and wares offered in prices in gold, silver, and copper. So, and a lot of these are like pretty 5e friendly. It's not specifically for 5e. It's universal, but it's pretty 5e friendly. So smoked fruit bread, 5 copper. Spiced ember loaf, 7 copper. Beverages, and so on. Anyway, sorry, my phone is buzzing. And then you have 3 potential plot arc encounter ideas for it. So each one of the stores comes with 3 plot arcs. So a lot of these stores, they're almost like a story in themselves. So if you're looking for an awesome store for your thing, no goat cheese, unrealistic. Maybe it is unrealistic. When I get a job and after I get myself a new Xbox, I might buy this one. It looks useful. New community project. There is a community project going right now, but I had to take a small break from the community projects on my part of it because life got really, really busy. So that got set back like a month. But this month we're going to get back into it. But anyway, so boom, you can buy that. Link is in the description, or you can get it for free if you are a Ko-Fi member. So yeah, heck yeah. 50 mundane TTRPG shops. Never get left without an awesome shop again. Shabam. All right. Let's see. What else we got going on here? Other news. I may be running a one-shot in May. How can I help if wanted? Hey, just say the word. I think you're actually in that project thread. We just haven't been working in there very much. But if you want to help, heck yeah. If you want to brainstorm some stuff with us, you'd be welcome to. I like the special shop, the one that doesn't take coin. Khajiit has wares if you has coin. Or it's like that store in Rick and Morty that's run by the devil. It's like you never pay with money. All the items are cursed. You pay with like your soul and they curse you. But anyway, so yeah. Link to that and other ebooks are in my description, and you can join the Ko-Fi or you can just download them for free and support the channel, which is really awesome. Big thank you to all of my Ko-Fi supporters. But yeah, so I'm thinking about running a one-shot in May because the community, like the one-shot round robin, Avery usually runs those, but Avery's been super busy lately. So Avery might not get around to it in May. So I may run a one-shot, and that would be pretty awesome. Okay, now there's another thing we should talk about on the Discord. Now I've heard some people, like actually Adventure Manager, I think it was you posted a like looking for groups, you posted a game in there and the game looked awesome. And other people post games, like there's a lot of people who post games, but I've noticed something about a lot of the game postings. Like I've noticed that when you post a game and you write out like, you know, basically what it is and the basic information, that's like good. You're going to probably get the least amount of results if you only write like 2 sentences. I've seen people do that, and unfortunately, they don't get any responses. But if you write out like quite a bit of information and kind of describe what's going on or whatever, then you're more likely to get responses. But here are the post listings that I've seen get the most responses. And for those of you who don't know about this, you can join our Discord. Links in the description if you're not there already, except for Aeon. he's been banned. But you can join our Discord, and we have a looking for group channel where you can, like, if you're a GM, you can post your games in there and look for players. And that includes paid game masters. I'm very pro paid game masters. So if you run paid games, you can be in there. But also, if you're a player, you can post in there that you're looking for a game, or you can just join a game that's in there. With that being said, I've seen the games that get the best results are the ones who post not just basic information, but they also try to sell it. It's like, in this adventure, blah, blah, blah. Like they really sell it. Like they tell the story and they really lay into it. Like when I posted the Barren Lands, I got a really good response from it. Like I got all kinds of great gamers hitting me up to play, but like I really laid into it. Like I talked a lot about what the story was going to be, what kind of role play I was expecting, what kind of story we were hoping to tell. And then also sharing an image is very, very helpful too. Like make an image and put like words, like the title of your campaign on it, put that in there. It makes it look a little more professional. I think it makes people more likely to want to play in your game. Marketing works. Yeah, that's the marketer in me. Literally a marketer by trade. I tried doing a mood board type of thing, but yeah, good to know. Yeah, I know. It's like it's a thing that I think I would love to see work a little better for everyone. Like I see people post paid games in there, and I don't know if they get good responses or not. I hope they get good responses, but I think that a little bit of selling, a little bit of storytelling, like really laying into the story, letting people know what the story is. I mean, you don't know what the story is, obviously. You're going to tell the story, but the premise. Hear me out. Make the advertisement a newspaper. That would be cool, actually. Then you can give the characters a newspaper in game and the players out of game. You could do that. Yeah, totally. There was someone the other day who was making journals for their players. I can't remember who that was, but it was super cool. Anyway, so boom. All right, we're coming up on a half hour. I think that's going to be a wrap for today. Thank you all for joining me for this next edition of Monday News Update. I hope that everyone had a good time. Make sure you sign up for the email newsletter if you haven't done so, because I'm planning some really cool stuff in there. Make sure you join the Discord if you haven't done that. And yeah, I think that the next live stream event is going to be Tuesday night, tomorrow night, for the next episode of the Barren Lands. Good seeing you as well, Mr. Vincent. Great to see you. Unfortunately, really, at least I got to say what I wanted to. I'm glad you did too, Aaron. Thank you for coming by. And hey, I love seeing you on the live streams. I love it. All right. Talk to you next time as well. All right, that's going to be it for this one. Roll some D100s for me at your next game, everyone. Have a great Monday. Happy Monday. Tell us your favorite shopping session down in the comments. I did a whole video about how to make shopping epic. That was a long time ago. I feel like that was like a year ago that I made that video. All right, everyone. Have a good one. Talk to you soon.